Hello everyone, my name is Desiree and welcome back to Shogun 2, where we are playing as the Shimazu. So, my poor ninja is lying right there, and unfortunately he's dead. Oh well, we'll have to recruit a new one I guess. Anyway, let's first use a lot of money to build up these things after these guys were assholes and decided to ruin it. And also take this guy and try to get the revenge. And with 76%, it should happen, and it did happen. Unfortunately, he was only tried and imprisoned, so he's not out of the picture. But, well, I got a, I guess a slight... just a slight act of revenge on that little fella. Anyway, we have to recruit a new ninja and eventually set him up. And speaking of setting things up, I'm setting my Daimyo up, because I think that is the only... Yes, that is actually one of two lonely generals in my entire campaign right now. And this is, yeah, this is a straight up general. Actually, let's take a look at my character tree. My family tree. Yes, I have a lot of sons, but this guy's 14. I think it's... How old does he have to be again? 15? Maybe 16 before he comes of age? So soon I'll have another general. And this is a son. That's a son. And this is also a son. Wow. He has beaten the odds. Anyway, I took this guy out of defending this, which might not be a good idea, seeing that these guys have the possibility, and maybe they'll take the opportunity to go ahead and try to recapture this. At least I'll have a strong garrison there. But I'm thinking that this army here really needs a general. And let's see if we can defeat this. So I know there's probably an army actually hidden in here, and which is going to come out and reinforce. Hopefully that is not the case, but I think it might be. Actually, that's not the case. Huh. Wow, that was really unexpected. And I'm not saying no to that. Yeah, it's not this army. It's definitely not this army. Yeah, it didn't sneak around me or anything. Oh well. So apparently my vassal is going to take over this, if they can actually manage to grab that. That'd be nice. All for my vassal expanding his territory. Let's see, I moved in this turn. And I believe I have done, well, not everything, but close to everything I can do for this turn. So, let's end it. And there we have it. We're being assaulted by... yeah, this army right here. This is a completely normal general. And it's only a 1 star, so it doesn't get that much use out of it. On the other side, on the other hand, the major downside here is the fact that the army I'm facing is not consisting mostly of Yari units. Well, Ashigaru units, I should say. It's actually mostly consisting of Yari units. But that of course means that I'm actually up against competent units and not just Ashigaru spam. So this will be more difficult to actually defend against. But I am confident that we have the possibility to win here. We have a lot of bow units and everything, and we also have a lot of sword units, which it doesn't really counter Yari units. Well, I guess it technically does, but it's not a hard counter. You can't like throw 1 unit of Katana Samurai into a fight with 3 or 4 Yari and expect them to win every single time. Anyway, enough of my rambling. Let's go to the battlefield. So this castle is 2-tiered. Even better for me then, if I'm the one defending. Unfortunately for us, we can't decide the conditions. So it's going to be snowy for today. I don't really know where they are going to deploy. And do I want every single bow unit to be on the lower tier? I don't know actually. Might be better to assemble them on the upper tier. I think I'll actually do that, seeing that I have a limited number of bow units. Let's see then. Let's see if I actually have enough to reach all the way around. Not at all. I have to spread them out. Oh well then. Let's actually gather them here. Let's see, I'll have the bow samurai kind of facing towards... Actually, I'll have them in the gatehouses, so they are slightly more defended. They have slightly more cover here. At least in there. And... you guys. And spread you out a bit. I don't need another unit here then, do I? Let's actually take this unit and spread it out from there. And there we go. And then we have these guys. There we go. And the final unit right there. And we should be good to go when it comes to the archers. The rest of the units. So, do I want my samurai units on the lower tiers? I think I do. They don't really have any bow units. Well, they have 2 bow units, but it's not a massive archer spam like I bring sometimes. So, therefore I shouldn't... Well, I should worry about missile damage and what they can do, but I don't really have to, like, fear it. So I think I can actually have quite a lot of my sword units. Actually, why not? Let's have all of them on the lower tier. And grab this guy, and let's go over there to defend this side. And of course I'll shift them around to where they are needed. Also, I have 1, 2, 3... yeah, they're all Yari. 3 Yari units. One quite a lot smaller than the others. Yeah, this is a damaged one. Anyway, where do I want them to be? I don't really know, actually. This guy's standing here because he's my general. He doesn't really... well... I think it's like a captain, but he's counted as a general. So, how do I want to do this? Yeah, I'll try to keep this guy alive just for the bonus I get for having my general still alive, which I believe still should apply here. Might not be a massive bonus, like it being when I actually have a general unit in the battle, but it should still be a factor. Actually, let's have the RV units on the lower tiers as well, and have them kind of be, well, it's actually not that good to have them like the 2nd rank. Yeah, actually, let's have them here, because one of the good things about having sword units are, of course, the high charge bonus. And that's why I'm placing them here, so they can charge these units immediately when they actually climb up. And, well, you get that with the Yari units, but not really to the same effect. Anyway, he has spread out his units, making me spread out my forces. So, quite nice tactic in that regard. Also, let's take a look at these guys' range. It's actually pretty decent. Like 150 or something. There we go. 150. And yeah, where are the bow units? Probably in this main army? Yes. Okay then. So they are over here, actually on the flank, which is the lightest, the least protected. It might be a good idea to have them in cover then. Okay, I have those guys to there, and those guys trying to hide as well as they can in the gatehouse, so we don't get the massive charge bonus there. But at least we are defended against missile units. At least better than we would be if we weren't actually in that gatehouse. So, yeah, we can really just speed it up until then. And once again, I really like this color scheme. These are some nice looking units. Okay, these guys appear to be the first. And they are taking hits. Also, my bow units might do a lot of friendly fire. Probably will do a lot of friendly fire. But I guess it has to be. Those guys are climbing. Those guys haven't reached the wall. These guys are climbing right now. And these guys haven't reached the wall. And now they have. So, let's go ahead. They have actually lost. Really? Has this been friendly fire? Huh. Anyway, let's engage the towers in fire arrow firing. These guys have taken hits, but not that many. These guys have taken slightly more, but I still think it's acceptable damage. Okay, the battle has definitely begun. One unit still free. Let's keep them free. And available. Oh, yeah, this is actual katana units. That will be trickier to defeat. That's for sure. Let's send down one of our units to try to support that. And maybe one of these guys, if they finish the job. Okay, I see a unit which is not engaged yet. But do we want to engage these guys? I guess it makes more sense to actually go ahead with these guys. There we go, one of my units are routing. Well, they're actually wavering. Yeah, this is not going well. I might have to send down another unit just to take care of that. Let's see, those guys are defeated. Let's see, this unit there, shattered. And that leaves this unit, which is wavering, which is good, because then I should be able to have them go over here and help out. Those guys are dying, so are these guys. And this CR Samurai is shaken and has suffered a lot more casualties than my katana. And I'm also being supported by bowmen. Always great. Still doing a lot of damage over here. Taking a lot of damage over here, I should say. And I'm guessing that was, yeah, those units over there. That's understandable. Let's see, those guys are next. Yeah, that should be enough to take them out. If you take into account all the archer fire as well. Speaking of archers, they are going to be killed right now. I've done a lot of damage, but I guess their time is up, at least those guys. Those specific units of archers. I might be able to send these guys up, because that flank appears to be pretty much won, and I might have to send one of these guys over there again. But at least at the start we can send in the Yari units, and yeah, that is Ashigaru, so I should be able to defeat him with my Yari Samurai. Anyway, those guys are, well, they're wavering, but yeah, okay, they're killed, but I don't really have that many men still remaining. I guess I'll engage them. 31 Samurai up against 262 Ashigaru. Let's see how that pans out. Anyway, over here, doing a good job. These guys has been chased away, or have been chased away, I guess. Should we send it to the upper tier or the lower tier? Let's send it to the upper tier. All except for one unit. Or maybe not, I think we're actually good down here. Well, let's send one for safety, because we don't have that many men still remaining down here. I should also point out we still have a few reserve units, so at this point I'm not worried. I think we'll win this. Also, you are actually doing a very, very good job. How many casualties have you taken? Like 3? Can't remember the number you were on, but you were definitely 30 something. So you have definitely performed in this battle. 243 kills. Yeah, I rest my case. Anyway, bow samurai. They're bow units, but they are still samurai. So there is that. And now it's starting to become a little bit choppy. Let's see. Yeah, those guys are still climbing. Let's go for one of the general units. I think he had two. No, he actually just had one, didn't he? Yeah, he had. Yeah. Completely forgot about that. Yari? Yari Ashigaru? Yeah, they need to be taken care of. Do I send my general down to deal with that? I don't think so. Actually, they are trying to reinforce that. So let's send those in. And yeah, let's go ahead and do that. They are wavering. All of them are on low morale. The general unit is down to 18 men. Apparently it pays off to have the cinematic camera on. For the frame rate's sake. Anyway, let's have them go there. And we want to charge out. I guess we want to. Those are just bow Ashigaru by now. And that appears to be all that remains of the enemy army. So, let's go ahead and absolutely shatter them. Yeah, that's absolutely shatter them. Now for the other units. And look at this, 411 kills. For now. So yeah, this was... it really wasn't one-sided, it was actually a good siege battle, I would say. There was multiple fights going on, and I was not winning every single one of them. I definitely need to shift my gauss around in order to actually win that fight. or at least win the fight on several flanks. And also the enemy actually managed to get up to the final tier. Too bad for them that I had garrison units up there, just waiting for them to come over and to brutally murder them there. I didn't deploy everything I had on the lower tiers, and ultimately that proved to be a wise decision. So, we killed everyone, basically. Yeah. Also, I was talking about friendly fire. Let's take a look at that. How many did they kill? They killed 1,308, and I lost 692. In other words, I killed almost 400 of my own men. So that shows you how inaccurate the bow units can be, and how devastating it can be for your own men. And I kinda expected that. With that close quarter fighting, but I didn't expect it to be this high. I guess I haven't really paid attention to it before this fight. Anyway, let's take a look at the kills here. Yeah, one of these units were probably the one I was checking out, and just happened to be one of the best units I had. 452 kills and 459 kills. So that's quite awesome. Also, take a look at this. They killed 452 men and didn't level up. So that really shows you how much XP you actually need for that. Anyway, the Samurai Retainer absolutely got massacred. But I guess they were retainers, so I don't really have to worry about those losses. Anyway, just for curiosity purposes, yeah, the R units performed the worst by far. Well, not in this factor. I'm pretty sure there were worse units, like my general unit not killing anyone, I think. But they were the worst when it came to taking casualties. Yeah, the Katana Samurai, they really pack a punch when you get them in an engagement with the units they are strong against. It kind of makes sense. Anyway, that was it. I don't think we have to check that out anymore. And we fended off an attack. And do we want to promote that guy? Yes, because we don't have enough generals. We really don't. Not right now anyway. We are going to have in a few turns or so. Like I mentioned with my son probably coming of age pretty soon. But still, it's always nice to have, well, not always, but it's nice to have a few generals to go around. And not to mention, it's also one extra cavalry unit. So, there's that. Also, can I take this unit and go ahead and capture the new capital? I think I might be able to do that. Let's see, because I think that army actually came from there. So let's see. Yes, I believe that should be feasible. Maybe not that way, necessarily. Might have to retreat out of this. Or we should just keep on sieging. I think that is a... well, it's not really a good idea, thinking of the attrition. But winter should be over on the next turn, if I'm not completely mistaken. So I would have taken a few losses, but I will be able to drag out an army which is a vast army, but it's not a powerful army. It's just, well, not just, but it's mainly fielding Ashigari units, and yeah, they are easily broken. So basically what I have to fear from that army are the loads of archer units, which I should be able, if I play my cards right, to easily kill off with the cavalry. So I'm just gonna continue the siege, and I think I'll end the part here. And in the next part, hopefully you'll join me in wiping out this and maybe being able to take out these these armies as well. Actually, that's a navy, so never mind. This army as well. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the fights and the part. Like if you do, comment on this video what you thought about it. And as always, I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.